The defense at Jerry Sandusky's child sex abuse trial remains on track to rest its case today. This after jurors heard from Sandusky's wife on Tuesday. NBC's Michael Isikoff is at the courthouse in Bellefonte, Pennsylvania, once again this morning with more on this story. Michael, good morning.
Good morning, Ann. On Tuesday, it was Dottie Sandusky, the defendant's wife, who took the stand. Today, on what is expected to be the final day of testimony, the big question remains: will we hear from Jerry Sandusky himself? After 6 days of often wrenching testimony, Jerry Sandusky's lawyers are planning to wrap up their case today while they compare the high-stakes trial to a soap opera.
Stay tuned. Come on, it's like a soap. You have to wait and see.
Defense attorney Joseph Amendola then made what some are calling a bizarre comparison.
Actually, it could be all my children.
In court, Dottie Sandusky, the defendant's wife of 45 years, took the stand, denying ever seeing any inappropriate contact between her husband and his accusers, many of whom were frequent visitors to the Sandusky home. Nor, she said, had she heard one of them, victim 9, screaming for help from the basement, as the young man has testified he did when she was home. Dottie Sandusky painted an unflattering portrait of several of the accusers. Victim 4 was very demanding, she testified, and very conniving. She said victim 1 was very clinging to Jerry and would never look people in the eye. She called victim 9 a charmer. He knew what to say and when to say it. Prosecutor Joseph McGannigan asked if she could think of any reason why the alleged victims would lie. Dottie Sandusky stammered, "I don't know. I don't know what it would be for." Earlier, Sandusky's lawyers tripped up police investigators on whether they had ever coached the alleged victims by telling them that other witnesses had accused Sandusky of forcing them to have oral sex. "We never told them anything anyone else had told us," responded former state trooper Joseph Leiter. But then the defense played the police tape of an April 2011 session in which Leiter and his partner appeared to do just that, telling victim 4 how other witnesses had described how Sandusky started with touching and feeling and then followed that by actual oral sex. Leiter offered no explanation.
It's not uncommon for law enforcement, particularly if it's a case where there are other victims, for law enforcement to let them know you're not alone, it's okay for you to confide in us.
The defense also called a psychologist who testified Sandusky suffered from a histrionic personality disorder marked by inappropriate emotions and attention-seeking behavior. But in rebuttal, a prosecution psychiatrist who examined Sandusky just last Sunday disputed that diagnosis and testified that Sandusky's behavior is consistent with a psychosexual disorder focused on adolescence. Now, if Sandusky does take the stand, prosecutors are poised to confront him with his own words, not just from that Rock Center interview with Bob Costas last November, but with what he said to that prosecution psychiatrist when he was examined just 3 days ago. And
all right, Michael Isikoff, thank you so much.